Hi, and welcome to another eBuddy tutorial where we are going to go over the Transactions tab. And what that simply means is we need more cookies. So a couple of things that you'll see here is I've already placed several orders, one for booths, one for goal getters, and then what I'm considering my initial order. But then, of course, we have initial delivery, or the initial delivery order, which would have been what yours looks like. That one should be locked. Anything else until you pick it up will be pending, which means that you probably won't, you can place as many orders as you want, but you wouldn't be able to pick these up from your local cupboard for another couple of, probably another week and a half or so, 2 weeks, when all of the cupboards start to open before booths. We're simply just going to show how to place that order and how to also edit an order and how to possibly combine what we see here all into one order. So we're going to go to add a transaction. You can order by package or case. Either one is fine, but we do highly recommend ordering by a case. You can add a pickup date, but a lot of different cupboards, you just really need to know what they are looking for. It does help a lot of our regional ones if you're picking a date and a time and sticking as close to that as possible. For the Boise cupboard specifically, we actually do not have you pick a date or time. You can just select that you're going to come and pick it up, and it's just within normal operating hours you can come and pick up. We are at a new location, so this address here is actually not accurate at this point. So we will make sure that you have better information. We are at 8948 West Barnes Street, Boise, Idaho 83709. That is the new cupboard. Make sure that you know where it's at. But when you come to the Boise cupboard, it'll come up. It'll give our hours of operations and any additional information that you may need, like how to pull around. We do use the Cupboard Keeper app, as most of our cupboards do, which means that you just need to be able to log into eBuddy, which at either the Troop Cookie Manager level or the Troop Leader level, or be added as a Troop Pickup only user, which is honestly only if you're not one of those two other people that need access to be able to come and pick up cookies. So simply add your order in there. If you need a couple of tools to do that, we do have the Goal Getter calculator, which would help you add up those, which we just did on a different tutorial. And also, let's see here real quick, if you also needed to do your booths and you need to know how many of each variety to order, we also have the handy dandy booth sale cookie variety order, which is what we would be ordering for right now. You can do this all in one big lump sum and just make sure that you can cover your goal getters with this. But let's just say we're going to do about 6 booths and I didn't order any extras. All I do, make sure you guys can see that, is I put the number 6 in there, hit enter, and it'll calculate right there. I need 606 boxes, or about 50.5 cases. So I'm just going to move this over here so I can see it, and I'm going to type those numbers in there. So I know that I need 15, and because this is out of order, I need 15 cases of those. I need 4 cases of, oops, make sure you tab, and you can't leave anything blank, so we'll put the 0 back in there. And then we'll come back to the Savannah Smiles. I need 3, tab, 3, tab, 3, tab. I need 15, tab, and finally I need about 6 of those. And then I would simply, I highly recommend hitting save and print. It's going to take you to the print page, but that's okay, because if you just click OK, it will, there we go, it'll take you to the print page if you do that, but you don't need to print it. Once again, we do everything electronically, so you don't need to bring any paper with you, but it doesn't hurt anything if you did, and you can just close it down. If you're in there and you decide, well, you know what, I think Thin Mints are just going to do slightly better, so I'm going to edit it right then and there. I can edit the entire thing to do that, and then I say OK, That's fine, but if I leave this page, it's going to tell me you're abandoning edits. Or even worse, if you just get up and leave to head to the cupboard, this was never updated or changed or saved at all if you didn't actually hit it until you hit the save button. That's why when you do it and you make any changes, so I decided I really only wanted 15. It's better to hit the save and OK and the save and print button than it is, and you can just always close that and it automatically saved for you. Save and print just means that it's actually done. These are editable, so any one of these can be edited. Let's just say I decide to go from a troop and I'm going to pick up some cookies from them or however else I'm going to do it. And I just don't need this big of an order at all, so I'm just going to actually say delete. And I'm going to say deletions are permanent, and I say OK, and I should be able to leave. But you do need to hit save. So that's always one of the big secrets, is almost save after everything. If you're ever not sure if you needed to save, just hit a tab anywhere else and it'll warn you before you leave to do that. And so that's how you add a transaction. And if you are going to trade with troops, when you add a transaction, you are the one taking. So you would simply know who you're taking from. So I'm going to go real simple from troop 1. And I'm going to say I was going to take 1, 2, 1, and I'm going to say OK. If you are the one taking, as the person in charge of all this, I have a little bit more freedom to do it. If you're the one taking, you can only add to your troop. You'll never be able to see negative transactions that you put in, only pulling from. So if I was trading with troop 1 and I'm the one receiving the cookies, I'm the one that has to put in the transaction. If troop 1 was taking from me, they would have to be the one putting in the transaction. And you'll see that it was troop T1, cupboard 101. So you'll be able to see exactly how and where you got your cookies. Those automatically go through. So once you save it, only the person that took them can make any adjustments. If I save this right now, you'd go to troop 1 and you'd see that I took those boxes out of there. I'm actually going to go and I'm actually going to say, yes, I do want to abandon those because I don't want to take them from anybody and confuse anything. Once you have them, you'll see that they're down here. They'll be added to your Guerrilla Order tab, and you can then distribute them, whether they sold them at booths, walkabouts, whatever other reason that they have that they sold. You'll have a negative for however many boxes you put in there, and you can distribute them. And that's the Transactions tab. Thanks, everybody.